I mean, look at all this loss. Look, that's way bigger than a centimetre, and it was so unnecessary just because I just kept doing hairstyles that were damaging my hair because I thought I would look better in them. My name is Nicole. I'm a second year medical student, and I actually suffer with quite severe alopecia. Oh, just got a notification that I've been booked for work. When I was younger, I had a full head of hair, and just generally, my hair has always been quite thin. I just believe that West Africans have very strong hair types, but that's another topic. Everything, I did box braids, I did twists. When I got to the age of like 16, I started wearing wigs. No, before that, wigs, sew-ins, and my hair just got thinner and thinner. And I actually remember older women telling me, Nicole, girl, stop it because you're going to lose your edges. And I'll just be like, no, you guys are being haters. But lo and behold, at the age of 20, quite young, I had this hair loss. And I remember looking on the internet for videos on what to do with alopecia, how to style hair with alopecia, what should I do with my natural hair while I've got hair loss at the front, and I couldn't find anything. And this blew up on TikTok, so I wanted to bring it to YouTube as well. But I give this guide, not because like you can see I've got total hair recovery, but also just to learn from me. But I have seen growth since I first posted my video on TikTok, and I used to just post videos about being a medical student there. And then one day, you know, I used to wear wigs a lot to hide this, and one day my wig died, like the lace just wasn't lacing, there was no hair on it. And I remember scrambling, thinking, oh my gosh, I need to buy another wig, I need to buy another wig. And then I realized, like, what is the problem with my natural hair? Like, yes, I have hair loss at the front, but the rest of my hair is good. And that's when I realized that I just didn't feel pretty with my natural hair. I genuinely thought that I looked like I didn't look presentable with it. So that's when I challenged myself that I'm not going to wear wigs for a year. And I posted my hair, and then everyone was like, girl, leave your hair in twists so it can recover. And I did my natural mini twist for a while, but I found it hard to cover the front, which I don't even do anymore. But now I just added a bit of extensions in. This is longer than I would recommend. I recommend like up to here. It's just the way the hair pack came. So this is very chatty, but just so you can get to know a bit about me and how the hair loss happened, recommend is go and see a dermatologist. I'm a medical student. I wanted to be a dermatologist at one point in time, but I can't, like, even I can't commit to that level of study. But about my hair, I did go and see a dermatologist, and she gave me Regain, and she also gave me another topical steroid, which I used and it worked. My hair grew. Unfortunately, I really wasn't taking pictures at this time, but Regain is, obviously I'm a student, but it's like £30 for 2 bottles, which I just didn't want to spend money on, so I stopped. And I don't remember hair falling out. That's one thing all people always ask. I don't remember hair falling out, but it definitely did stop growing. Then a lovely lady called Salem reached out to me, and she actually has a whole hair care brand, and she just offered to give me products. No brand deal, no, I'll give you this, post a video in 1 month, show progress. No, she was like, Nicole, I just want to help you because clearly you didn't have good hair education, and I didn't. My natural hair was so dry, and I'm gonna link the TikTok videos below, but my natural hair was so dry. When I went to her, I hadn't had a trim in years. I hadn't steamed my hair in about 5 years. And she gave me all the hair education I needed. And once again, please go check TikTok for the reference pictures. But the growth I have here, like, you see these little hairs? This was absolutely a blank space. That Taylor Swift song, blank space. This was a blank space. Also here as well, all these hairs is new, and I love it. And that is solely from using her products, which have been oils. People always say, don't use butters and oil, these don't grow hair. I can't say that because that is all that has worked for me. I've not put any steroids, any minoxidil in my hair because I wanted to try and grow my hair the natural way. So yes, let me show them to you. 2 oils I've been using on my head at least 3 times a week, and I'll alternate between them. The Super Root Energizer, it contains, let me see the ingredients for yourself, let it focus. Castor oil, you can kind of see it, castor oil, amla oil, rosemary oil, curry leaf. That's what I've been using, and it's been working a treat. This is the Grow It Long serum as well, mainly made up of rosemary oil and castor oil. You call a lazy natural. I used to wash my hair with Sun-X, with Dove, any soap I could get my hands on, and I don't know how my hair grew, but it did, as in the actual hair on my head. But through this journey, I've learned that you need the good products, guys. Don't cheap out on your natural hair. I was deep conditioning every week because my hair needed it, but now I'm going to do once a month so I don't get protein overload. Literally leave it in your hair. This is what I spray every day. Honey range juice, which is a leave-in conditioner, and it's water-based, so it's really nice. And I remember one time I sprayed this on my hair, and a person came to me and was like, Nicole, you smell amazing. And it was literally just the product. Doing my twists, some hair there. When I'm doing my twists, I put these on my actual hair to moisturize it. Some people might say, and some comments I got actually was that, please take out the twist because it's going to dry your hair. Your hair won't be dry if you put the correct products in it before you put the protective style in. So I can't quite remember the order you're supposed to put them in, but I put the cream, the beauty butter, which is so good, so moisturizing. I can even use it on my skin. But shea butter, castor oil, all these oils, the cream butter, breakage cream, ultra hydrating, non-greasy moisturizer that locks in moisture deep into your hair strands. I agree. And then, especially when I had my natural twists out, I would use this styling pudding. So I don't use it as much anymore now that I put in extensions, but when I was wearing my natural hair out, I totally recommend this. Shampoo literally smells like mint. I love it. Every time I wash my hair, I really feel like I'm giving it a good clean because this shampoo does the job. Literally, wet your scalp first. I mean, you guys know how to use shampoo. These are the things that have helped my hair go from 0 to hero. And then this is a co-wash, and this is what I will use when I wash my hair in my twist. And to be fair, I don't use co-wash as much as the others, but if I'm not deep conditioning, then I'll definitely use this. The next piece of advice would be to wash your hair once a week, trim your hair once every 2 months. But I guess the bigger aspect of tension alopecia is the confidence part, because these steps are very simple, but it's like, what do I do with my actual hair now that I have no hair at the front? And I honestly, the braids that cover it, I've done wigs, I've done sew-ins, I've done everything but dye my hair, and the only thing that has actually brought a solution is leaving my natural hair out, as in my edges out to grow, and leaving my hair in a low. I mean, look at all this loss. Look, that's way bigger than a centimeter, and it was so unnecessary just because I just kept doing hairstyles that were damaging my hair because I thought I would look better in them. That is a lie from the devil, okay? We are beautifully and wonderfully made. That is what the Bible says. The Bible also says God does not give us the spirit of fear. So anytime you're feeling fear, just know, the devil, he's actually trying to make you disobey God and believe a lie, because fear is not the truth. Oftentimes fear is never true. Verse that came to mind, Philippians 4:6. The Bible says, don't worry about anything, but pray about everything. Thank God for everything that he's done, and tell him all that you need. And when you do those things, that's when you'll have peace that passes all understanding. If you're anxious about wearing your natural hair out, pray to God. Tell him what you need. He knows what you need as well. So yes, just be bold and do it. Even though it's sometimes hard, like I'm going out today and I'm going to do my edges slightly, but obviously it's not going to look normal, is it? But I'm just confident in who God has made me, that I am beautiful, and that this is the journey to recovery, and it's been worth it, because like you can see like these little black dots of hair, they weren't there before. I'm just going to show you how I would style my edges with alopecia. Sorry the view is not the best. I've literally just started this YouTube account and I decided that nothing's going to stop me, so I'm just using my phone. Right, get your comb. And I get the beauty butter before I put on any gel or any gummy wax, because number one, it moisturizes my edges, and it also just protects it from the harshness that is gel. It's especially gummy wax. Gummy wax is the best gel though. Like, I've used Eco, I think we've all used Eco, but get it on your scalp, but especially the actual hairs, to protect it. But if you've made it this far into the video, please let me know, what has your experience with alopecia been? Has it affected you? Have you had any growth? Is there anything you would have done differently? Please leave advice to all the girls in the comments too, because what I learned from getting 860,000 views on TikTok, and I think nearly 3,000 comments, is that this is so much more common than we think. I genuinely thought I was alone. The people I know personally like, oh wow, I actually have this too. Or like the people in the comments being like, yes, I went through this and now it's grown back. So you're not alone. And that is literally why I posted this video. Now we get the gummy wax. Obviously the way, however you style your edges is personal. This is not necessarily on how to style them. This is just how I do it. This is a bit much. So this is probably what I would like to use on my whole right side. Ooh, how can I forget to say to comb the little hairs we had left? And then I just put it on all of the hair. What I like to do sometimes is literally mix the gummy wax and the butter together like this. Literally. So now, even though I'm going to put gel on it, it is very smooth. Smooth, moisturised, that's the word I want to use. Because you put butter on it, and then honestly, your hair, your natural hair is still protected, and you can still style your hair out. Someone was telling me that you could use a type of spray to make it look fuller, but I just accepted that. I'm going to accept how I look in this season of my life. It won't be forever. I don't think the lighting's that great, guys. Apologies, but literally then you just style it. Now all this extra product might look a bit scary, but you see the white stuff, that's the butter, and we're going to clean that up. We are going to clean that up, but I just prefer seeing that compared to just seeing pink gel. Wipe it off. Maybe you can reuse it on other parts of the hair that don't have as much. To be fair, I try and make my edges look as extravagant as possible to try and hide from the fact that, oh no girl, there's actually not much to see here. So crazy how we hide our problems quite well. Now, very dramatic, but hides the fact that there's not much to see. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, just make sure that you don't be like me and let the product build into your actual hair, because then it makes your hair look dirty fast. Then you put on a satin scarf because it's still very soft right now, very malleable, and you want it to stay in place. 20 minutes, so this is what it looks like now. It definitely won't stay like this because warehouse, warehouse, I don't know. It's gonna have a lot of people, I'm probably gonna be jumping and sweating, but it's like at least it looks nice. And you don't really see the hair loss too much. Of course you can see it here, but I like it. I got asked this, would I ever do PRP? The answer is no. Not because I think PRP is bad, but I've just lived like this for so long. I would just continue to accept how I look. I think this has always been my normal, or been my normal for a long time. Whereas, excuse me, I think the women who've had PRP, like, they've had hair loss later in life, and it's like, oh, I gotta do something to change this, which is fine. Like, I'm not against it, please. I don't want this to be, this girl hates PRP. I just think I'll just continue to accept how I look. When this is wardrobe do it, I was like, oh, okay, like, maybe, I mean, she said it's been working for her, and I'm happy for her. I also didn't realize how painful it was until she posted her stories. But I personally will just not be doing that. Because I would just continue to accept how I look. I've been looking like this since the age of, what, 17? I can continue the rest of my life. Keep documenting my hair journey because I know I'm not alone. Not even just black women as well, white women too, Asian women as well. Because hair loss, unfortunately, is quite universal. But if I do my wash day properly, which is due, then I'll try my best to record it.